23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Check out 390.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Just like that. 47 Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Luck. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
25 to Mike. 11 B. Ready? And 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Throwing on third down. Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop. Watch the slant.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Here we go. Joker. Check 24.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's complete to Chris Conley. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, here's Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
In your face.
Gone right. Check 52. Go ahead. Belly. 12. Check.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Come on. Hey, 25 to Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. He's got it to Hilton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Check out. Right, 40. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On first down, it's Mack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Slam. Hey, watch it. Hey, exit.
Now it's Hines. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third down, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschko with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Bam. You got nothing. Hey, Echo. Watch the whip.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Minshew sets to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Now Minshew. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a first down throw. Locke steps away to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Hurry, hurry.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Locke. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Bravo. We'll go 25 to Mike. Hey, here we go. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 5.
Back to the air. Locke on 2nd down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Check the backer, check the backer. 11.
Here's Hines. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
He's coming, double up. 80 weapons.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. Ebron caught left side.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, turn it out. He's checking. Crash. Quo. 47's the mark. Go ahead.
On second down now. It's Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They're running it. Check.
On second and a couple. Luck. He completes this one to Mack. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Here we go.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season, and the Colts have taken the lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
26 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 26 Mike. Wild Bill.
On second down, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Minshew.
You ain't going nowhere.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Delta. Watch the out. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
From the 50, it's locked. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The final shot before the break. Luck. And that will be incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hey, Charlie. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. No gain on this defense. No gain. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Hey. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's hit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of pop.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose. Do what you do best. Go get the quarterback.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. 3rd and 2, Luck. Complete to Hilton. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Topper! Hey, wahoo! Keep going, boys, moving!
Here's Luck. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start to see yourself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cullen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're going to look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Torrey Cullen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
That's good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Gator. Let's go. Pick it up, D. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. You. Let's go.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, seam 6.
Now back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's get it together. Roll out. Watch Twiz. Watch out. Leo. Check. Shift.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And he's going to go down again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 29-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bandit.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Colts 21. Jaguars 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
at me. Go. Ready.
Minshew throwing on third down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 29, Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, it's Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off of play action, Luck. He's got it to Hilton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as you understand where they are on the field?
Luck now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, Luck's going to give this to Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
At the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Staying on the ground with Mack. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A pass complete here to Conley, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And able to find Conley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Minshew sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Colts, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.